Hey everybody, today I am doing a ship and shop. I already pulled some of the items over the weekend. It was a long weekend, so no mail pickup yesterday. So I have a handful of things that need to go out today, and I'm gonna bring you along down to my studio inventory spot where I pull the things to ship. Afterwards, I think I'm gonna go to a local thrift store. I'm still thrifting a lot less. I'm thinking in total by the end of this month, there's gonna be 3 trips in total in the month of February. I already did one. Today I'm going to go and I'm going to specifically look for things for DePop because I just started a DePop account. I've kind of had an account, but I never listed anything until this morning. I'm pretty excited about that. I cross-posted like 15 items over there and it's looking pretty cool. So I'm focusing on vintage and Y2K. I have plenty that's already in my closet to cross-post, but I don't know. I just thought it would be pretty fun to go, and there's a church thrift store that has a lot of vintage. So I figured I would take you with me. I did schedule a porch pickup, which I showered this morning. I did all those listings on Depop, so I don't think I'm going to have my mail ready in time for the mail carrier, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Let's go pick some stuff. One of the things that I started to do with my inventory, and I think this is probably specific to YouTube creators or people who do Instagram lives or somehow share their hauls on social media. So typically after items are photographed over here on the rack and they're drafted and whatnot, we just tote scan them. I have a QR system that I've talked about before. We put them in our inventory. Well, what typically happens is after I have a haul video that showcases items, oftentimes a few of those pieces will sell fairly quickly after the haul. That people will see, they'll come in, they'll make an offer, or they'll purchase it or whatever. So instead of wasting the time putting them into inventory, I pulled a little box that we are just going to put items into until like a week after the haul, or maybe even 4 or 5 days. So they're packaged and they're ready to go, but they're not actually put in inventory. So let me show you that. So these are my new bins that are absolutely filling up. But up here, I have just this one bucket that I have designated for items in my haul. So this is an IKEA little cube that is like falling apart from when I used to store way more inventory in here. Let me get it down. All of these items you would have seen in my last haul. And so instead of putting them away, I put them up here, and a couple items actually did sell. This sold. This is a Bowden sweater that sold for $30. I listed it for $45. Somebody liked it. I sent an offer for $36 with discounted shipping, and they countered with a $30 offer. I paid like $5.95, so I grabbed that, and it sold in a day. Also, this little basket has now become my little inventory basket. I bring it downstairs, I fill it up. Once it's full, I bring it upstairs to do my shipping, rinse and repeat. Some days if I forget it, my stuff just goes on the stairs, but I also thrifted that basket, so it's a cute little portable thing. Next up in here, this is an item that just sold last night, and it is this Babaton Aritzia sweater, which I also featured this in my last video, and I talked about how it was pilled. I took it home, I worked on it, I listed it for $80. Somebody messaged me. I had sent out offers for $64 with discounted shipping, which was 20% off. And someone said, can you go any lower on this, or at least offer discounted shipping? I said, how about $50? I mean, it had a little bit of pilling. It was only listed for a couple of days. I only paid $5 for it. So she was thrilled. She sent me a counter offer for $50 and I accepted. So that was a great quick flip. I'm just going to throw these items back in here for a little bit, because as I'm pulling these, the video hasn't gone live yet. It was a sponsored video, so I'm waiting for approval from my sponsor. And then once it goes live, I'll give it a couple more days. So just that way, I think it will save some time. I like this system. Also, just to clarify, those 2 items, they actually sold before the haul went live, which for me is important because when I'm purchasing items and I list them, I like to see how things do before they go out on social media. Like, is what I'm picking up something people are looking for in general, the general public, the people who aren't following me on YouTube or on Instagram. So I'm always really excited when I list a couple things and they sell before my haul. Next sale is a sale on eBay, which I'm always excited when eBay is working for me. So this particular sale was a vintage piece that I got in the buyout last June. God, that is the gift that keeps on giving, I'll tell you. Anyways, this amazing midi skirt from Ellen Tracy. It has pockets, it's super pleated, it's gray, really, really nice. I had this listed for $48 and somebody offered me 19 and I countered 35. They came back with 24 and I just thought the skirt was really special. So I wasn't going to take $24. So I actually just declined after that. Sometimes I'll decline anytime somebody comes in under 50%, but where my sales aren't very strong on eBay, I figured I would counter. But when she countered at 24, she was still at 50% off. I declined, and then she came right back and she offered 35, which was my first offer. So I was really excited about that. My buy cost for the estate sale, oh gosh, I think it was like $1.50, somewhere between $1 and $2. So that was a great flip for eBay. Next up is a Death Pile Thriftless February listing that I am so happy I finally listed. It is this awesome sweater from Wooden Ships. So soft. It says ski. This Wooden Ships label. I really like this brand. It's sold. Oh, sorry. It's not even in the frame. I love this brand. It is sold at Anthropologie. Last I checked. I think it is also sold on its own, but it's a label that they carry or once carried. Anyway, this is so pretty. I had it listed for $75 because the comps were really good on it. But because we're approaching spring, I had a couple of likes, so I offered $52 with discounted shipping, or $53, whatever 20% off was, and they purchased it. So $50 sale, really excited to ship this out. Next up is a men's item that's sold. I almost didn't pick these up. I think I got these either at the bins or at the pit in Cambridge. These are J. Crew khakis for guys, and they are the Sutton style. And they're factory. Those two dots mean they're J. Crew factory. So not a high-end piece. I think I listed them for $30 or $32. I received a $25 offer. Sometimes you can do okay with like Banana Republic, J. Crew, when they have, or any label for that matter. It works for the limited, like the editor pants. Sometimes it's nice when they have just a style that people know. It's an item that they buy frequently. So it just makes it easier for them to shop secondhand. So that was a great sale. Hey, you haven't made an appearance yet today. How are you? This used to be the people who I nannied for gave this to me, and we use it to keep the draft out from, that's like our pool area, which is covered right now. I'm not sure that this is big enough after long weekends. Sorry for the sound in the background. We have our little pellet stove going. It's going to be a really nice day today, but it gets so cold in my basement, so I always have that running. Okay, I'm kind of sad about this. I mean, sad is not the right word. This bag is just gorgeous. Let's get it in the natural light here. This is a Tory Burch bag that I really contemplated keeping. It is just gorgeous. It has this this raised Tory Burch. Lulu, do you like that? I picked this up near Boston. I paid $50 for this because she just cracks me up. Lulu, you're a handbag model now. Add that to your resume, okay? Okay, cutie? It is in immaculate condition. It's a top handle bag. I priced this at $239 or $225, and somebody offered me $199. So I really couldn't say no, but I didn't have a chance to wear it yet, Lou, which made me very sad. Isn't it gorgeous? $199 out the door. I paid $50. So Poshmark took 20%, so 20 and 20, they took 40, I paid 50, so 90, so my profit's about 110 on this, which is really nice. We will place this nicely. Actually, since we're full here, and I'm gonna try to get to shipping some of these before the mail carrier gets here, I'm gonna take a break and go ship these and come back down and pick up the rest later. See that old picture of Lori? So then I keep my little basket here, and then my shipping station's like right over here. So I just grab stuff and I'm good to go. So let's get shipping. All right, I got the first wave done. I don't know, 6 or 7 packages out the door. And now we are gonna try to beat the clock and see if we can get more out. This is such a game I play with myself, but if I don't set up a package pickup, I will wait all day to do shipping, and my whole day seems a little less productive. Pickups are a real good motivation for me, so let's go grab the rest. The next item that sold was an Alphalete tank top, and I picked that up in Cambridge for $2 a pound, so it was definitely inexpensive. I had it listed for, I think, 32. I got quite a few lowball offers on it, although I think I just may have had it priced high, but anyways, it ended up selling for $20 on Poshmark. been a couple minutes and this was not in the right bin. It was just to the right. So I must have scanned it wrong or just put it in the wrong bin, but mini heart attack, but we're good, we're good. The next piece that sold was given to me by a friend who's actually given me quite a few pieces. Shout out to you, Mo, aka Maureen, one of my local friends. This was one of her kids. It's a vest from, oh gosh, there's a couple of pieces of denim on top of one another. Okay, this is not it. This is not it. Is this it? This is it. Okay. So this is an American Eagle extra large sleeveless denim, like a vest. And it was new with tags. So I had this priced at $49 and someone offered me $30 and I accepted. This was free inventory. So thank you, Maureen. I'm not sure if this next sale was estate sale or what, but these Tevas, I'm pretty sure these were estate sale. Anyways, I had these listed $45, $50-ish, and I received a $35 offer. I accepted. So typically when I pull some shoes from this bin, I will grab ones that are like stuck someplace, like these Rothy's. They deserve a bin. And then I will just place them in here. Although there is another pair back there, so that can be dangerous if you're double dipping on the boxes. My goal is just kind of move everything up so it's not so cluttered around here. Last up was another handbag sale. It was a vintage Coach bag that I haven't seen in a while, so I'm a little nervous because it sold for $98. I haven't tote scanned over here. Isn't this one a beauty? This one hasn't sold yet. These are all Coach in this bin. My mother-in-law gave me this one, which is gorgeous. This is like the diaper pad that used to go in this. Oh, is this it right here? Phew, I got nervous. Okay, this is a swing bag by Coach, vintage. Is it bad that I don't even know where this came from? I don't think it was the estate sale. I think it may have even been the little thrift store I'm going to today. I had it listed for $125, didn't even see the offer come in. And then I got a notification from Coach that said, you know, your offer on this vintage Coach swing bag is about to expire. And I was like, well, what offer? And they had offered me $98 on a $125 listing, so. Sad update on this piece. I ended up sending the American Eagle denim vest to this woman and she was expecting this. I actually think I printed 2 labels because the denim jacket is still marked as just sold. So it's a mess right now. Hopefully we get it squared away and everything gets to the right owner. I accepted. Let's get her shipped out. You know, every time I do these ship and shop videos and I pull inventory, I think that I could be like the New York thrifter. Does anybody remember her? She was amazing. She never showed her face in the videos. I just could really get used to doing YouTube without having to film myself, Lou. It'll just be Lou in clothes. All right, we're gonna package these up and go to the thrift store. Just arrived at my little thrift store, my little church thrift, but it's packed, like absolutely packed with cars. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to film a lot. It's very tight quarters and kind of an intimate setting here, so I'm not sure what I'll get. But anyways, let's go. This store always has monthly specials that are really creative. And this month, as I was walking in, the sign outside said red and white sale. So at this point, I'm looking for tags that might be red or white. And I'm seeing blue and I'm seeing yellow and orange, but I'm not seeing any white. Keep in mind, I'm looking for things for DePop. I think that these white boots are perfect for the platform. They're just Forever 21, but they look like they're brand new. I think they were like $7 or $8. And I was a little unsure about how that would work out with shipping costs since I'm a little unfamiliar. So I ended up passing on them. I moved over to this section, which is all men's denim. Still not seeing any red, so I'm a little confused, but I picked up some really good vintage Levi's here that sold fast and for good money. These look like Uggs. Still orange tag. Eventually somebody comes over and explains to me what the sale is. It turns out that anything in the store that is clothing or shoes or handbags that has red or white in it is half off. So here I am still looking at tags. Without even knowing about the sale, I grabbed this vintage Abercrombie & Fitch because I think it will be cool for DePop. I'm looking at these cowboy boots. Again, very hesitant to list anything heavy on Depop just yet until I know the system better. These are $9. I really need to do a deep dive into cowboy boots and figure out brands that sell well. That didn't have any sizing or brand tag on it, so I left it behind. If you guys hear any beeps in the background, you're not losing your mind. The plows are in front of my house. We're getting like 8 to 10 inches today, so I apologize for that. So this is a Baja jacket, like a vintage Baja jacket, and it's marked at $15. I think it's so cool. Still don't know about the sale yet, and this is vintage Escada in a cashmere blend. As much as I loved this blazer, it did have some staining on it, and there was no price tag anywhere. So the woman did price it for me. I'll tell you what she priced it at later, and I'm happy to report that I got most of the stains out. They are so faint right now. Very happy with how it turned out. This is an All Saints sweater, and I wanted so badly for this to be in good condition. Red, white, or otherwise, I wanted this sweater, but it had pilling, it had a little hole, it had pulls. I had to leave it behind, but I do love All Saints. Made my way around the corner. Now I'm in the basement of the church, and this is where most of the women's fashion is, and shoes and jewelry and handbags. So I'm just going around. Now I go back upstairs once I know that the sale is on red and white because I had seen this earlier. It's $20, so I paid $10 for this cool vintage snowsuit that I think will be just perfect for Depop and eBay and Poshmark, which is where it is all listed now. So let's get home and see what I found. So I just got back from the sale and I just decided to jump right into the bag and show you what I picked up. I spent $45. Everything I bought, I'm going to put on Depop. Does Depop sell for children? Maybe these won't go. I was debating on whether or not these were gonna go to my niece, but let's just jump right in. The way that the sale was run, as I probably mentioned during the voiceover, is that anything with red and white in the month of February for Valentine's Day was half off. So when I first got there, I was looking around, I was like, red and white, there were no red tickets, there were no white tickets, so I was really confused. I thought it was a ticket thing. And then the woman came up and explained. So at that point, I thought it was a really fun challenge to just peek around and see what I could find. There is one item that I picked up that wasn't red, but it was damaged, so she marked it down for me. And then at the very end, she recommended something. I told her a little bit about Depop and how it was trying to sell on a new platform and how the style was different than what I was used to picking up. So she suggested a pair of shoes. And I just believe in trusting the gut of like the workers sometimes. I like to take a chance. So they were $9 and they're not leather or anything, but style-wise, which I think Depop is much more of a style-based site, although I don't know, I've never sold a thing on Depop. I have 15 items listed now that I posted this morning. We're gonna see how things go with this haul. Lulu is sitting right next to me, you can't see her, but Lulu, pop up and say hi. Can you say hi? Do the little face, do the little nugget. Okay, so these were at the register and I thought they were so adorable and they were red, so I had to pick them up. They're just little Baby Gap shoes. So they were marked $2, so these cost $1 at checkout. How cute are those? Those won't take up much space in my inventory, which is good. Okay, I am a girl who grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1973 and pony was a big deal when I was a kid. So when I saw this, I'm like, I bet this would do really great on Depop. And it had some white and it had a little bit of red, so it was half off. So it was priced at $6. It's an extra large and I got it for just $3. So I did a quick search for vintage pony hoodie and I saw one or two immediately listed for $50. So I'm like, oh, that's a no-brainer, I'll grab it. So I do have to wash this. It looks like it has a little bit of lint. This place is unbelievable though. They typically press and hang everything. I've heard the workers talking about, oh, these were just pressed, they're ready to go. They take such good care of their inventory. I don't even know how many items I got. I was very conscientious of my thriftless mind. And I'm like, just buy what you need. So the restrictions I put on myself were basically only buy it if it's half off. And so that you can list it quickly on Depop and get that shop. What are they called? Is it a closet? Is it a shop? I don't even know. Up and running. This I thought was so cool. And I found this before I realized what the sale was. And this was priced at $15, and I was actually like still contemplating getting it. It's got some weight to it. I think this is such a perfect piece for Depop. And if you sell on Depop, please tell me, like, Lori, you're way off, or I think that will do well, or give me any tips that you have, because this is a new platform for me. And when I posted to Instagram that I started on Depop this morning, I had several people swipe up and say, oh, I'd love to start Depop. I'm nervous about Depop. I don't know anything. I just went for it. So I'm sure anybody in the comments would appreciate if you know anything about Depop. Okay, this I had to grab. It was white and black. It's Hannah Anderson, size 70. This little top, I don't know if you can sell kids things on Depop. And look at these little bottoms. I love that it's like a mixed print. And look at the little buttons. It's so adorable. So this cost just $4 for this beautiful little set from Hannah Anderson. I was thinking about giving it to my godchild's little girl, because I know she's got like a ton of pink, and I think this would just be so cute on her. Or I'm gonna list it, I don't know. The next two pieces to me are classic Depop, correct me if I'm wrong. So as a reminder, I'm not purchasing these items based on brand, because this is Forever 21. And I would not pick up Forever 21 for my Poshmark closet, but I thought this was adorable for Depop. Another strategy that I think I might apply, where I typically price things a little bit higher than the average item, I might price these a little bit lower just to generate some business and maybe move a few pieces. This also definitely something I think could do well. Not a brand or anything like that. It had red in it, so I said, let's do it. Has a little bit of a sparkle. This is not like typical Lori haul, which is kind of exciting for me. I found myself really energized curating the items to put in Depop that weren't typical to me. Or they were things that I'm enthusiastic about that are currently in my Poshmark closet or for sale in my eBay store, but they weren't curated. They were like next to J. Crew or Fry Boots, like where on Depop, everything is very much curated vintage or some sort of a Y2K throwback vibe. I'm not sure what yet, but anyways, I thought this was really cute. And the price on this was $4, so this was just $2. This was the piece I ended up buying. If I can get the stains out of this, it could really be something special. This is Escada, which typically does not do great for me, but this double-breasted blazer I thought was just fantastic in this like Tiffany blue. And I was feeling it, and let me just see, it feels like cashmere. 75% new wool and 25% cashmere. This is just so gorgeous, so gorgeous. But as I pointed out in the video, there was a little bit of staining here on the shoulder. There's definitely a little work to be done, but it's double-breasted, cashmere blend, vintage Escada, and in a very unique color. It's not like you see this Tiffany blue color in a blazer every day. And with spring coming up and just the trend of the oversized blazers, I just thought this was absolutely gorgeous. I could just bring it to the cleaners and see how it does, or just list it as is. I don't want to spend too much time. She sold it to me for $4. There was no price tag on it. I just said, you know, what do you think? And she says $4. And I said, that sounds very fair to me. So hopefully I can get some of the stains out of that, because that color is just stunning. I don't know how that sort of thing would do on Depop, like luxury vintage, like something that would be considered a designer brand. Sorry, it is such a pet peeve of mine when I see my ring light in the window. Now everybody's gonna pay attention to that if you already haven't. Okay. I'm not sure if you remember a video in the past. I've filmed a couple times in this particular store, but I had passed on this pink leather vintage suit that reminded me of Legally Blonde. And it was one of those things that I felt like I should have gone back for it. And people in the comments were like, you should go back and get that. I looked at comps. It was a little bit of a mixed bag, but some pink leather suits were really high dollar value, had sold for a lot of money. This is 100% leather. It's Newport News, which is just a catalog brand, and this was priced at $20. And when I was upstairs shopping, the woman who worked there said, you know, if there's anything that's kind of like pinkish, if it's not red but it's pink, we'll do 50% off. And I said, oh, there's a suit that's been hanging downstairs for a long time, and I've looked at it a few times, and if that could be half off, I would definitely get it. And she said, yep, we'll do it for half off. She was so kind to honor the sale. So this is the skirt. It goes, it's like a pencil skirt, goes to the knee, has a little side slit, and it has this little detail, I mean, together. So this was $10 for the suit, $5 per piece. I think this will be so good in Depop. Newport News, and the bottom skirt is a size 6. I would say that looks pretty true to size, even though it's probably vintage. And the jacket is an 8. So I might mark these separate then if they're 2 different sizes, and just reference the other one. Sorry, Lulu. I don't know where the other shoe is, but this is the shoe that the sales associate, when I was describing to her the look I was going for on Depop, she said, oh, there's a pair of shoes that I think would really work. And she was spot on. I think these are so adorable. I love the detail here. It was so strange for me to shop and not really look at labels. It was kind of liberating. It was fun, but we'll see. This is a little bit of an experiment. We'll see if these things sell. My cost of goods was really inexpensive. I'll figure out how much my average cost of goods was, but keep in mind I spent $45 and I got 2 items that were $10. The brand is Jelly Pop. They're just man-made. The style is spoken, and they are a size 9. In really great condition. I thought these were really cute. And these were $9, so these were expensive. I would not have picked these up if she hadn't pointed them out and been excited about them. First, I wanted to see where I was at price-wise. It's cash only at this store, so this was definitely the last thing I was gonna pick up. But I had enough cash with me because the total order came to $45, so I was at 36 before these. No, we're not gonna climb on everything. No, Lou, here's your blanket. I know, we're on your chair, aren't we? She's such a baby. Let me move the stuff, Lou. Oh my goodness, young lady. Here, you good? Get on your blanket. This is her seating area, so she was very sad that I was in her space. This was another piece that I was carrying around with me before she told me that anything with red or white was half off. Another thing that I think would be really fun for Depop. This is what I think is a vintage Abercrombie and Fitch track jacket, and it's really thick. It really has some weight to it. I feel like when Abercrombie first came out, I don't know what their quality is now, but when they were first out, it was a thing to shop there, and their stuff was really well made. This is hard to tell because this is ripped out. It's an extra large men's, and it's really cute. I don't know. I don't even know what I would price this at. Another thing that I noticed about Depop is you ship on your own, which to me is okay because I'm very comfortable shipping through Pirate Ship. I'm assuming I can do that. Fingers crossed, I haven't sold anything yet, so we'll see. But I priced a lot of my shipping at between $6.99 and $7.99, depending on the weight of it. There were actually a pair of white boots that I showed at the beginning of the thrift with me that were just Forever 21, but I thought style-wise they were fantastic for Depop, but I was nervous to get them because I wasn't really sure how they would work with shipping. I ended up passing on them, but I'd be curious to look on Depop and see just like white combat boots. They were like basically Doc Marten knockoffs, but I think they could have done okay. Let me know what you think. I think those white boots are pretty hot right now. This belt I had to get. First of all, it was red, and second of all, this is such an 80s belt. I was like, oh my goodness. I remember these belts that came down to a V in the front. Looks like a little Wonder Woman action here. So this, it doesn't say genuine leather, it just says 44-46. So, sorry, let me get myself out of there. Definitely a larger size, which is nice. But I feel like, again, this is kind of a fun belt for Depop. So we'll see. The belt was 50 cents. When I was at the register, I noticed this little wristlet by Michael Kors, and it was white. I think Michael Kors leather products like Pebble leather does not so bad. I'm not gonna say great. I don't think it does bad. I love that this had gold hardware, And there was a very tiny, tiny little blemish, like minor. Oh, maybe it's right here. Like I think I could probably get it off with a wet wipe. But this was priced at $12, so it was only $6. So if I listed this for about 30-ish, we could see what happens. Might sell between 20 and 25. So maybe not the biggest profit on that, but I thought it was nice. And I was in my white and red zone. So when I saw this was white, I decided to go for it. All right, last but not least is a very bulky ski set. Are you all done, honey? You gonna go? It's a ski jacket and ski pants, vintage. It was priced at $20, half off because it is red. I would take a lower offer on this just to move it so I wouldn't have to store it all winter, but check this out. It's a suit, it's red, it's an extra large. The brand is Profiles. It's men's. Very cool. The pants are what sold me. So just the bottoms were kind of like hanging out. Look at these pants. How amazing are these? I think these are so cool. The little design here on the bottom, they zip up the back. They have this to like cover the boot. I just thought these were incredible. They're a men's regular 34, made in Hong Kong. The shell is wool, nylon, and polyester. And I thought very worthy of Depop and eBay for that matter. I mean, I think these could do well on a lot of platforms. They're in excellent condition. I love there's this little adjustable, I don't know what this is. Can you tighten this? I don't know, skiers can weigh in on that. I thought these were really cool. And for $10 for the set and for it to be in the condition it's in, I was super excited. So let me count up how many things I have and then we'll figure out cost of goods. Should we count by pieces? That way my sets count. We have this from Forever 21. So 1, the pony sweatshirt. 2, the funky little sweater with the red metallic. 3, the belt. 4, we'll count this as 1, the Hannah Anderson set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the Abercrombie and Fitch jacket. 6, the Escada blazer. 7, hopefully that's not a wash. 8, 9 on the suit, because I am gonna price those separately. 8, 9, 10 on this jacket. The shoes, 11, the wristlet. What else do we have here? 11, 12, and then 13, 14 for the set. Oh, wait a second, 15, my little shoes here. So 15 items for $45, what does that come to? I think it's $3 an item. That math is really nice. So if I can get those up and listed to Depop and cross-post them, we'll be in good shape. I'm pretty excited about that. Let me know your thoughts on Depop, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more hauls, thrift with me's. I am so excited to be thrifting again. I'll be rallying through these last days of February. I have 6 days left, 6 days to clean, to get an organization video out to you, and to like boost all my numbers, my sales, my listings, all that fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best. I will be back soon with another video. Bye everybody.